Hello everybody, it be Phantom Claw, and I'm here to do another reaction video, with this one being 5 terrifying Ouija board experiences and gone wrong stories. That's by Top 5s. The link to this video will be in the description box down below, and just so you don't know, I will be cutting out 1 or 2 certain parts, so let's get down to it, shall we?
To some, the Ouija board is nothing more than a children's game that can be purchased with ease. But to others, they are a gateway to the other side, which can often have devastating consequences, such as causing paranormal activity in a home, to even causing the user to commit crimes, including murder. This has strengthened people's belief that, real or not, Ouija boards are best left alone. Now, before I begin, you should know that there are many stories where people say they have contacted their loved ones and had...
Yeah, honestly, I think if anybody wants to use an Ouija board, they might want to. I don't have a problem with people using a Ouija board as long as I'm not involved. Like, if it was like a flash game that involves using a Ouija board, then fair enough. But using a Ouija board in real life, nope. Just no.
had peaceful, enlightening conversations with them through a spirit board, and I will be talking about those in another video. These 5, however, are when the board shows its darker side. Here is a mix of scary encounters, crimes, and even some interesting footage taken during the Ouija board sessions. Sit back, hit those likes, and enjoy. Michael McCallum. This Ouija board story unfortunately does not just end with a bad memory, but a life and a sentence to the UK's most infamous mental hospital.
Oh god. You know, the worst bit is I actually live in the UK. And yeah, this really good. This is in Broadmoor, so I'm just wondering. There's not many places in here in the UK I've been to, and I hope this. I hope it's not good. I hope this isn't in like somewhere like Gloucestershire or Cornwall or anything like that, because I'm actually debating on actually going taking a trip to like those places at some point in the future, and and if it's like any of those areas then in the UK, then no, I might have to cancel that. I might have to scrap those plans.
It all started in December 1996 when 15-year-old Stefan Karan and Michael Eridge met with 20-year-old Michael McCallum as his friend. They all knew each other but were not overly friendly with McCallum. Regardless, they decided to go back to his flat to watch some videos, and from the moment the boys walked in, they knew something wasn't right. Michael McCallum was a devil worshipper, and his bedroom was a shrine to Satan. On the walls were posters of torture and human sacrifice, and the words Devilman Killer 666 was etched onto his TV screen. Lying amongst books on demonic topics was a makeshift altar and an Ouija board. All 4 of them decided to sit around.
This is going to end badly.
McCallum started the game by asking, "If you are Satan, what is it you want me to do?" Before it could answer, things took a dark turn when McCallum's older friend put Eridge's hand on the glass and told him he would chop off his fingers if he didn't do as he was told. The 2 boys panicked and tried to escape, but...
Seriously. Those... I don't blame those 2 boys for wanting to get the fuck out of there, because I would have done the same thing. I would have wanted to try and get the hell out of there.
Eridge was hit on the head by McCallum and then violently stabbed by him 11 times. His body was then wrapped in bedding and dumped between the 7th and 8th floors of the flat. Eridge's friend was allowed to go home, as long as he promised not to tell anybody about what had happened. After leaving the flat with his life...
Oh god, no. What? And this happened in London? Oh god. You know, I've been to London as well. I've freaking been there. Last time I went there was literally like, what, 8 years ago. When last time I went to, literally, June of 2010 was when I last went to London because I went on a college trip somewhere. Fuck. Why did I fucking know about this? Shit.
He, of course, reported what had happened, and
Motherfucker.
McCallum was arrested that night. At the time of his arrest, and during every court appearance, Michael smiled and claimed he was buzzing from the killing, telling police that all of a sudden...
You know what the worst bit is? I live in Norwich, and that's literally one city over from, and that's literally one city over from London. So that makes it worse.
started attacking him.
I hope this guy doesn't try to do that to me.
The Ouija
Hell no.
board told me to buy the knife, and the demon's madness told me to kill him. The glass also spelt out the words kill. At his trial, McCallum was assessed and sent to Broadmoor Psychiatric Hospital for an indefinite period, with the judge saying there was a major risk he would offend again. This man was pure evil, and psychologists are divided on whether his satanic worship and extensive Ouija board use was a tipping point for his schizophrenia, which caused him to kill young Erich, and subsequently spend the rest of his life in care. The possession of Lucia Jimenez. In July 2016, some very unsettling footage was released that was taken in Nicaragua that appears to show a young girl possessed by a demonic spirit after playing an Ouija board. Now, before I play the footage, I will tell you the story that the local news station reported.
Nope. Okay, I might have to skip. This might be one of those bits, but I might have to skip it because because of the whole just to avoid because of the whole copyright thing.
Ouija board encounter. Now, this is a unique one. Unique in the fact that it was personally sent to me by a lady who has never shared her Ouija board story before. I will call her Annabelle, although that is not her real name. It all began when 14-year-old Annabelle and her bestie...
Yeah, if you want to watch that part, I suggest you hit the link in the description box below. If you wanna find out that part that I skipped.
friend, like many curious youngsters, decided to play an Ouija board. Almost immediately, they made contact with a spirit who gave them his name as the Jester. It seems that the Jester preferred to speak to Annabelle rather than her friend, which was flattering at first, but became troublesome when he told her he was in love with her, and that they were meant to be together. As time went on, and many more Ouija board sessions took place, the Jester was becoming more possessive and violent towards Annabelle. It was around this time that she also started experiencing paranormal activities at her home that had never happened previous to her Ouija board use. Objects were being moved around, mainly in her bedroom, and strange noises could be heard around the house. Annabelle's friend also started experiencing strange things, and both girls were worried about what they had got themselves into. They knew they had to stop using the Ouija board, but first had to confront head-on what they had released. They decided to use the board one more time to demand the Jester to leave. They invoked the name of Jesus, and the spirit became angry, apparently shaking the board so furiously
Probably
that
shouldn't
they
do
then
that.
ripped their hands off.
One of the things I've heard about with regards to using a Ouija board is that you don't say anything to do involving God, because and I think I think since Jesus is the Son of God, I don't think it'd be a good idea to say Jesus in to use Jesus' name in this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the rules involving the Ouija board so much, so I don't know.
After a few moments, it seemed the Jester had gone, and the girls vowed never to touch an Ouija board. A few years passed, and no more paranormal activity relating to the board took place. However, at the age of 22, Annabelle became curious as to what really happened all those years ago, and decided to see if she could get in touch with the spirit once again. Not through the board, which she refused to touch, but through meditation and calling. Almost immediately after she started visualizing the Jester, and her experience was lying in bed one evening, a black figure appeared at the bottom of her bed and rose up, stretching its arms over her and her boyfriend. Her cat that was in the room hissed and ran away, and Annabelle's boyfriend started whispering, "Go away." Annabelle then began to pray, and the figure moved to the corner of the room and disappeared. Since then, nothing more relating to the board or the Jester has taken place, and Annabelle has not touched an Ouija board or tried to contact him since. Since then, nothing more relating to the Jester has taken place, and Annabelle has not touched an Ouija board or tried contacting him since. The lady who contacted me has no reason to lie about her experience. She doesn't even wish to be named, and has nothing to gain from telling me this. This does not mean his story is true, but it's very compelling and certainly very creepy. What's your thoughts on it? A Ouija board madness. Messing around with the spirit world can be bad, especially when the messages received from an Ouija board aren't taken seriously enough that they cause the person receiving them to act irrationally. Well, this is exactly what happens to this next family. On Christmas Eve
Dog,
2014,
cool
four
dog owner
charged,
drowned,
hanged and dismembered the family dog.
dismembered pet,
In court,
claimed a
Dog
Ouija
pleaded
board.
guilty to the offence, but claimed supernatural spirits that he had awakened by an Ouija board session were responsible for the dog.
Seriously, dude, you do shit to your pet and you want to blame it on the Ouija board? Yeah, I think with this sort of thing, I don't think it's so much the Ouija board as just as much as I think it's just this guy probably just using the Ouija board as an excuse just to cover his own butt about it.
Dog's horrific death, claiming she was possessed by an evil spirit. However, despite the horrific incidents that led to courts ordering their other 3 dogs and a snake to be removed from the family, they still continue to try and communicate with the spirit world through an Ouija board. Then, in February 2015, Corral's wife Margaret and her daughter Katrina sat around the board once again at their home in an attempt to contact their dead dog. The next day, Katrina told a neighbour that the session had predicted herself and her mother's death. That evening, a devastating fire ripped through their home in England. Both women escaped the blaze and were hospitalised with critical injuries. At first, many were linking it to the paranormal. However, it later transpired that the pair had deliberately set fire to the house in an attempted suicide and had taken pills after their session, as they were so terrified by the death threat from the Ouija board. But as the fire consumed them, they changed their minds and were lucky enough to have made it out alive. The pair were arrested and jailed for arson, and blamed the Ouija board for
Mom and
their
daughter
period of
suicide
erratic behaviour.
bid after spooky.
Meadowbird. Those of you who have been fans of paranormal videos on YouTube for a while have probably heard of Meadowbird.
Oh wait, I think I've. Oh yeah, I've heard of him. I've seen a couple of his videos, and they're not that bad.
Most interesting pieces is that of an Ouija
His videos aren't that bad, to be honest. Like, yeah, I think I remember watching some videos that this guy done, and I will admit they're not that bad, to be honest. In my opinion. Right, if they're genuine, then how the hell is he still able to live in a house? But if he staged the whole thing, then how the hell did he manage to stage the whole thing? Because I'm kind of curious to know, like, if the whole thing is staged, how did he go about staging it? Because that does seem really good how he staged the whole thing, if that's the case.
As he is using for the session smashes before he even gets a chance to start, and at the same time the EMF detector, which is believed to detect when a ghost is near, also spikes and a drawer opens at the same time, followed by a variety of objects being thrown at him, which happens in a lot of his videos. The footage really speaks for itself, so take a look.
Hi guys, happy Halloween. I'm going to try this again. Didn't work out too well last time. Yeah, I'm a bit like if you didn't see what happened last time, I'm kind of fateful it. But there's something. One, two.
Dude, tell me why that kind of startled me a bit when that happened. Seriously, that's just not even funny.
Alright.
Okay, guys, I think I'm just going to end the reaction video there. If, yeah, the link to the original video will be in the description box down below. And if, I want to admit, I am thinking about doing 1 or 2 other reaction videos today. If I don't do any more today, then That's probably because someone else popped up. But anyway, goodbye for now, okay?